Hey traders, Joe Wright here from MaximumLots.com, and this is the weekly supply and demand Forex outlook for the week beginning 10th of April 2016. So we've got AC AUDCAD up on the daily here. We've seen this one before. This is a demand level which formed a little while ago, back in February, I believe. Let's have a quick check. Yep, around late February, early March. And price has been messing about up here for a bit. It's making a move back down. We've got red candles so far. A little bit of a distance to go yet. We've got what, just over 140 odd pips until we get back here. So if price continues to descend with red candles only, I'll be interested to see what happens, to see if we get a bounce. If not, if we look below, there's a bit of room before we get to demand for the down. So we could have longs on a bounce or maybe shorts if this gets engulfed and we can trade down through. So that's AUDCAD there on the daily chart. Okay, let's move on. Let's have a look at GJ long. Let's have a look here. So pound yen has been falling for a little while now. We did manage to get short. Didn't manage to get as much as I would have liked, but we did manage to get some pips short on the way down. Now, if I do this a bit, you can see the level that I've got marked up here. Let me just scroll across, so you can see what we're looking at this demand level here. So this was formed way back in 2013, a good few years ago now. So we've got that base, we've got that rally, we've had one touch already, and if price comes back again, this would be the second touch. So yeah, I'd be interested to see how price does land at this level. We've got red candles till about here. We've had a bit of a trace. So we could see price move further down into the level. So we're going to trade that down, and then when it gets down here, monitor PA and see what happens for a potential long. That's the situation there on GJ at the moment. Now let's go ahead and look at dollar CAD. Okay, so that's the picture zoomed out. We've got this demand level which I marked up last year anyway. Price didn't actually hit it. Let's zoom in a bit, see it more clearly. There we go. We've got that base. We've got that strong move away, indicating that that is demand. Price hasn't come back to this area yet, but it could do. So with this one, let's have a look. Yeah, we're almost 200 pips away. So we could see some shorts down towards that level, and then when it gets to the demand, then yeah, I'd like to see how price arrives before we think about what we do next. It could be a bounce. Let's see what we've got below. See, below the demand, we've got another demand sat there, and then we've got a bit of a clear path. So there'll be a little bit more monitoring to do if this does get engulfed, because we do have the space just below it. So we shall see. Initially, I'm looking for a bounce, but if we don't get that, then we'll explore other options. Okay, what else do we have? Let's look at dollar yen. So you can see that price has come into a level that I've got marked up here. We've got red candles only. However, price has retraced into this daily Momo, and it looks like it's going to continue heading down. But let me just show you what I'm looking at. That is this demand level here. So price has penetrated quite deep into the zone already. Below that, there isn't much to stop price. If I'm honest, we've got a bit of an area here, but we've got that long wick to the downside, indicating that there's not much demand there. So if this does get engulfed, then price could have an easy time going down through here if it doesn't want to bounce up. So yeah, we're looking at a bounce or a short down through that area, depending on what price wants to do. But that's what we'll be looking for. These are the main pairs that I'm watching on the daily chart. So until next time, happy trading, guys.